very much. I actually was up for election this time. I didn't get an opponent. And so my race was over with one vote, and then I cast that one vote and nobody else showed up. But let me tell you, I'm not here asking for your vote. I don't have to, my future is not determined on what happens on Tuesday. But I will tell you that I have been in this battle with you guys for a long time. I met Charlotte about 14 years ago. And we had some issues. Now, I'm from southwest Oklahoma. I live 40 miles from Altus. And I tell you what we've got is some people in western Oklahoma that are suffering from water envy. And I will tell you that envy towards something is not, the fact that if you have something and I don't, me taking it from you is not right. And taking water from southeastern Oklahoma to western Oklahoma is not the solution. It's not the responsible thing to do. But I can tell you that this fight, and Charlotte came over to southwest Oklahoma because we had some issues where some people thought they had the water rights to take water away from our farms. So there was, remember the SOA chapters? We had a group we founded in 1980 called Tri-Creek Preservation Association that was farmers that came together and said, you know what? We have rights just like other folks, because law wanted to take our water away from us. Because there's more of them than there was of us doesn't make it right. So she came over and we talked and said, why don't you form a SOA chapter? I said, we don't need to, but what we will do is our 18 members of the Tri-Creek Preservation Association, which I was one of the founding members, that's still in place today, will work to support you, and we've done that. In fact, when the battle on the Arbuckle-Simpson came up, worked with Senator Ellis, and I worked to get some additional votes so that could get passed. And people came to me and said, you're from western Oklahoma, why are you fighting this battle? You don't need to be here. And I said, because it's a matter of right and wrong, what you're doing is wrong. I ran in 2006 for state senator. I was a 33-year member of Farm Bureau. Very supportive of them. And I was shocked to find out that my opponent, who did not own a cow, who did not own an acre of land, in fact, didn't even own his own house, received the endorsement from Farm Bureau and received a contribution from Farm Bureau. I was shocked. And come to find out, what had happened was that the members from Altus that were on that committee said that, we can't support him because he's on the wrong side of the water issue. I lost that race by like 1%. And statewide, when they went out and gave the endorsement, and that it may have cost me the race in a statewide election, but I will tell you, I would have done the same thing if it wasn't right. So, we continue to work with Senator Ellis and different ones on this issue. This is the lifeblood of southeastern Oklahoma. Work with Senator Ellis, work with Representative Renninger, working with Senator Burkeen now. I'm on the School Land Commission that is going to be making a decision on what we do about Lake Texoma Lodge. And I will tell you what we need to do is what's in the best interest of southwest Oklahoma, not what's in the best interest of a bunch of billionaires. And so I will stand behind to do that, and I depend on Senator Burkeen to give me the information and get the contact down here to do that. But I will tell you also what happened was Senator Burkeen took a stance against those very same people. So now you're seeing not $5,000, but you're seeing hundreds of thousands of dollars because he stood up for southeastern Oklahoma. But you know what I did after 33 years? I voted with my pocketbook. My $5,900 in insurance between my farm and my vehicles now goes to somebody else besides Farm Bureau. You need to vote with your pocketbook. You need to stand up and you need to tell these people that this isn't right. Senator Kerr years ago had a vision for water in Oklahoma, and he implemented the part in eastern Oklahoma. They just didn't do it in western Oklahoma. We need to have a plan in western Oklahoma that says we're going to come up with a plan to help ourselves, whether it's groundwater. And I'm sorry, I think that we need to make sure that the needs of all the citizens is more important than a few irrigated cotton farmers in Altus area. What we need to do is we need to come up with a comprehensive plan. We need to come up with something that says we're going to be visionaries. We're not going to sit back here and wonder for 20, 30 years, what if we can get southeastern Oklahoma's water? Let's find our own source and let's solve our own problems. That's what needs to happen. I don't have a dog in this fight. I'm the only statewide elected official that doesn't live in Oklahoma City and Tulsa. Folks, this battle is about rural Oklahoma versus metropolitan Oklahoma. It's not a Democrat-Republican battle. And I will tell you right now, if you mark your ballot straight Republican or straight Democrat, you made a huge mistake. You need to sit down and mark your ballot based on who is the best qualified person that's going to serve you, that's going to be in the best position to help you, because you're going to need that help. You're going to need hardworking people that will stand up and say, you know what, this is a matter of right and wrong, and we're going to stand up for you, regardless of the campaign contribution, regardless of the hundreds of thousands of dollars that they will spend after you, come after you. You need to do what's right, and you need to stand behind those people that have been standing behind you. You're going to have to replace people like Jerry Ellis that has stood for years to support you on this issue. People that understand it, people that have some experience. So make those right decisions. And like I said, I was chairman of the Republican Party for 6.5 years. I have never in my life voted a straight party ballot. One of the reasons was that in 2002 and 2006, everybody marked their ballot, I won. I lost based on straight party voting. My opponent, who many people in this area probably voted for in 2006, and many people that say they stood for the water issues and said that Gary Jones is lying because Jeff McMahon's not involved with the people that are trying to sell water out of Lakeview Falls and take it to Oklahoma City. Well, guess what? He was. And come to find out, they said, you know what, Gary Jones was right. Well, I'm in this office. I'll be there for another 4 years. My opponent's still in federal prison right now. So do your research and vote based on who's going to do the best job for you, who's in the best position to help you, not based on a party or a letter behind the name. So thank you very much.